all for being here. I think it's important, the Bidenomics definition. I think definitionally it reminds me a little bit of the early or the late 1970s, early 1980s with the misery index. By the time you put all of these figures together that John and Joni have talked about, your misery index going up, and you feel that emotionally from people that you're talking to, the kind of faith they have in the future, where they think we're headed, and who can lead us to better solutions. So I am, and we are, very concerned about that. We're talking more about that on the floor tomorrow. I did want to talk about a bit of good news that the administration brought forward, and that is the deployment of the broadband dollars that were in the infrastructure package. For my state, it's a massive infusion because we're one of the states that's still left very underserved and unserved. And it really got people excited about that last house, that last business, that last location that's going to be able to say, we have service that you can do your homework, you can remote work, you can do your telehealth, you can go to your remote cabin in West Virginia and still be able to tune in as you're enjoying a vacation, which I would highly recommend. So I think we see that there are issues with this. Anytime you put a big infusion of a lot of money, the accountability issue is something that we need to pay close attention to. So oversight of these dollars is going to be very critical. We don't want to overbuild. We want to make sure that we're not getting gouged by either internet service providers or others who are going to be the beneficiaries to deploy this service. So that is extremely important. The other issue is the same issue that we talk about repeatedly. That's permitting. In order to have broadband deployment, in many cases, you have to go through the NEPA permitting process. It's still broken. Even the bite of the apple that we took 2 months ago may have some improvements to it, but it's still a broken system that takes too long, is too cumbersome, is too expensive, and it makes people give up in a lot of cases. So we're going to have the Assistant Secretary of Commerce into West Virginia on Friday to talk about the good news of over 275,000 West Virginians, because of this, are going to have connectivity that they haven't to this point experienced. Thanks.